Okay. Let's see. Let me say hello to everyone. My name is Shanna, and this is our first fitness class in this series together. And I know, Emily, you're the intern here, right? Okay, thank you. So I'm probably not going to mute people if that's all right. Just so if you have any questions, you can immediately ask me. And so some of you have been in my class before. I've taught chair yoga for adaptive adventures for, I think it's maybe 2 years now. And so I wasn't sure today how we would take it, but I think we'll start sitting down, and then we might do some stuff where you can either sit or stand, and Emily, you and I can cooperate with that in terms of demoing that. All right. Okay. Let's start with sitting, finding yourself comfortably sitting and leaning back against the chair. And Emily, is this a 45-minute class or an hour class? Do you know?
I do not, but I can check for you.
Okay. I did ask and didn't get an answer. I forgot to ask Jordan when I was talking to her just now. But all right. So for the rest of us, we're sitting back against the chair. And let's take just a moment to close the eyes, or if that is not comfortable for you, you can soften your gaze and look down. And think about first just being aware of the room around you. See if you can sense where the walls are without looking, just feeling energetically where there is walls above you, walls around you, ceiling above you, floor below you. And recognizing the support that the floor offers, as well as the chair that you're sitting in. And even imagining the sense of gravity that keeps you from floating away, that keeps you seated in the chair. Become aware of any sounds that are outside of the room. Maybe you can hear traffic beyond you, or birds singing, or construction, or people talking as they pass by, whatever you might hear outside. So we're going to eventually hone in to our bodies, but we're starting in a little broader reach right now. What's outside in the world around us? You can visualize it. You might be able to hear it. And then bring it into the room that you're in. Maybe there's some ambient sounds here. You hear the sound of the air moving in your heating system. Maybe you hear the little low buzz of a machine like a refrigerator or any other thing that's plugged in. You might have a pet that's strolling around, yawning, little sounds that they might make, or there might be other people in the house. So just becoming aware of that. And now come in a little bit closer and imagine that you can feel the air just around your body. Can you feel the place where the air might touch your face, your hand, any other part of it? Is the air cool or warm? Is it moving or still? Can you feel your clothing where it touches your skin? So we're taking a moment, just become mindful. That idea of not letting our mind just run away like out of control machine, but bringing it home and staying present. So being present is challenging. We definitely usually are either exploring the past, revisiting it, or inventing the future. But can we stay present here and now? So how do we do that? We do that by sensation, feeling the air, hearing the sounds around us, and by using our breath. So now begin to focus on your breath. And the associations here would be an expansion on the inhale, a lightening, a lifting feeling. And as you exhale, a grounding, a heavier feeling. And a sense of relaxation and release. So keeping that up with the inhale and expansion. Thank you, Emily. And an exhale, a releasing. So can you become one with the rhythm of your breath? Can you feel that extension of the spine on an inhale? And can you feel the groundedness on an exhale? So just for a moment here, we'll imagine ourselves as a tree. So from the navel up, well, let's start with from the navel down, the roots and the trunk of the tree. You feel steady, stable, strong, and connected to the earth underneath you. The earth is your resource and your nourishment, and you stay connected to it. That sense of gravity that holds us to the earth like the roots of a tree. From the navel up, as you inhale, allow that to let your spine lengthen. Let your heart lift up, the crown of your head lift up, filling the rib cage. And when you exhale, can you let your shoulders relax and slide down your back? Bring your hands just underneath your collarbones onto your chest for a moment. And now we'll take 3 breaths here. So slowing down and deepening the breath. When you inhale, can you feel that fullness under your hands, almost like a balloon expanding and lifting out to the sides? And when you exhale, can you feel your chest lower down like a balloon in deflating? So inhale is the expansion and the lift, and the exhale is the release and the sinking down. Now bring your hands to the lowest part of your ribs, that little arc underneath your ribs, about right underneath in the middle. You can have your thumbs around the back and your fingers right on the ribs, or your hands any place that's comfortable. If you do this, notice if it makes you lift up your shoulders and try and release your shoulders back and down. Now, as you inhale, can you make the intention be to push your hands away from each other by expanding the ribs? So on an inhale, feel the ribs move out to the sides and lift up a little. And then on the exhale, the ribs move down and in like a corset. So inhaling and expanding and lifting again, but broadening out to the sides, and exhale, drawing back down and in. And then the last thing we'll do here, non-movement wise, is fingers on the belly, just above your pubic bone, holding your belly. On an inhale, can you feel the belly rise, almost as though it's inflating? And on the exhale, can you feel the navel move back towards the lumbar spine, deflating? And try that just for 2 more breaths. And then can we put it all together? So after this breath, can you start your breath with the chest rising, the ribs lifting out to the sides, and then the belly inflating? On the exhale, let the belly draw back in, the ribs drop, and the chest deflate. And try that for 1 more breath. So chest, ribs, belly, and belly, ribs, and chest. And then however it's comfortable for you to breathe, but working to keep the breath slow and full, and the exhales long and deep. Let's start with our hands on our lap. And we'll do something that's called cat-cow. So if you can, you'll move a little bit towards the edge of your chair so you have room to lean back. On an inhale, lean forward. We'll take the first one slowly, then lift your heart up, and then gently look up to the ceiling and draw your shoulders back and down, like you want to squeeze your elbows behind your back. This is a little back bend, and we'll call it cow. And then we'll go into cat. You'll push your knees away, drop your chin, pull your belly in, tuck your tailbone under, and round your back. And now take this back and forth. On an inhale, leaning forward and lifting up. And on an exhale, tucking the tailbone, rocking back and down. Let's do that a few more times. Maybe close your eyes so you can feel every part of your body moving that's able to move. Long, slow inhale. The sound of the inhale draws your heart forward and up. And the sound of the exhale draws the navel in and back. Let's try that one more time. And then bring it back. All right, now your sit bones are where your weight makes contact with the surface underneath you. But your pelvis, the bottom of it is actually shaped like a diamond. You have the pubic bone in the front, tailbone in the back, and your sit bones. We'll take those 4 points of the diamond and connect them into a circle. So start to make small circles with your torso. Just pick a direction. And begin to move your head, your shoulders, your spine. So we're taking that cat-cow, but now we're making it bigger and going to the sides as well. So let this introduce a sense of ease into the low back and a sense of engagement into your abdominals. Let's make the circles as big as we can, just a few more times. And then come back to center after the next one. And then pause for a moment and just notice how you feel. Notice if there's a shift in your energy at all. Notice if you can breathe a little more deeply now. And now let's take those circles in the opposite direction. So small circles. Sit bone, pubic bone, sit bone, tailbone. And then a little bigger. You'll notice as you lean back, you'll need to use your abdominals. And as you lean forward, you might feel a stretch across the low back. And we'll do one more. And then we'll come back to center. All right. I think we'll start from the top and work down today. And we'll just make sure that we pay attention to each part of our body. So let's start with our head, and we'll start really quickly. So let's inhale. You're going to push down with your hands just to make sure your spine is tall. So notice the difference between me here. This is a slump. And this is an inhale. So it's probably like a couple inches. So you want to make sure you're pressing down. Lift the spine up as much as you can. And if you're able to, engage your abdominals to help you keep up. And when you can sit upright like this, then you can let the shoulders, they don't have to do any work. So on an inhale, imagine that your inhale floats your chin up to the ceiling. And the exhale, almost like it draws the chin down to your collarbone. So try that back and forth a few times, inhaling up and exhaling down. And then begin to notice that it feels like the cat-cow that we do. So when you inhale and lift your chin up, you'll feel a slight back bend. And when you exhale and draw the chin down, you'll feel a rounding of the spine. So you can begin to increase this movement any amount, inhaling up, exhaling down. Maybe inhaling and arcing the back on the way up. And exhale and slightly rounding the back on the way down. Let's take this a little bit larger now. So let's interlace the hands. And if you're able, turn the palms away from you. Press your feet down to ground you. Now when you inhale, swipe your hands forward and up and up. And when you exhale, let's bring the hands shoulder level, but pushing away from you. So we'll inhale up. Big sweep of the arms and exhale down. Still focusing on movements of the neck, but now including the arms and shoulders. Up. Further. Now and back. And we'll do one more time. And then back. Now with your hands here, let's imagine that you're driving like a big bus or something, but exhale and take the steering wheel over to the right. Come back to center and the steering wheel over to the left. And let's try that one more time. To the right. So you're beginning to feel that left side of your body working. And then when you go to the left, you'll feel the right side of your body working. And then release your hands and come back down. Now we took the head up and down. Let's take the head side to side. So again, press down to sit tall. Take an inhale when you're in the center, and then just use your exhale to look to the right, any amount. Come back to center and exhale to look to the left, any amount. We'll just do this one more time and then we'll change it a little bit. Looking to the right and looking to the left. Now let's do double time. So you want to, the movement will be smaller and just make it easy. Don't strain at all and just let your head rock back and forth a few times, like you're saying, no, 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 no. Just back and forth, easy little movements, and just notice what it feels like when your head reaches its end range. What is it that's there? And back and then come back to center. Let's add the arms and the shoulders here to this. So bring your hands onto your shoulders, and maybe you can keep your elbows level with your shoulders. We'll take an inhale in the center and we'll do those tiny twists again. So just, and this time exhale out of your mouth. So blow it out, inhale back to center and blow it out. And then take it to the speed that you like. You might like doing little tiny movements more quickly or larger movements more slowly. So decide what works for you. And I'll do the breath now again. So inhaling and working to take that elbow as far back behind you as you twist. Feeling the twist right at the lowest ribs and in the belly. Let's do one more. And then come back to center. All right. Last thing for the head and neck here. See how this feels. Take your right hand out to shoulder height, but then drop your right ear to your right shoulder. So we're going to reach to the right so we can feel that stretch on the left side of the neck. And then the balance is to bring the right hand to the shoulder and left ear to the left shoulder. So feel as though you're almost like you're prying apart, lengthening the right side of the neck. So let's try that again. So lean to the right. And then hand to the shoulder, leaning away. We'll do that one more time and then we'll change it a little. So what this is called a nerve stretch. So we're releasing the muscles around all those bundles of nerves that come out of the neck. All right, this time when you reach to the right, take your fingers, turn your palm away from you and take your fingers down towards the floor. That is accessing a different nerve now. And then bring it back and lean away. We'll do that one more time. So palm out and fingers down. Big stretch on the left. This time, let's take the left arm back behind us and see if we get an additional stretch here. And then inhale and bring the left ear to the left shoulder. All right, last variation. You're going to take your hand palm up, out with the palm, fingers up, like stop, stop. So push the palm out, fingers up. So that's again a different set of nerves. And then bring it back and take it down. And let's do that again. Push the palm out, hands to the right, take the left arm back behind you, any amount, reach. And then exhale, release the left arm, take the left ear to the left shoulder, maybe pause a little bit longer this time, and come back to center. Give yourself just a little swagger, let your shoulders just sway left and right or back and forth, or just shake it out a little bit. Big sigh, and now we'll do the other side. So now it'll be the left arm. So we'll reach with the left arm and bring the left ear to the left shoulder, so you'll feel that stretch along the right side of the neck. And let's add that right arm right away. Let's reach back. See how it feels. And then left hand to left shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. So what we're doing here is stretching the nerves away from the center, and then stretching the nerves back towards the center. Let's do that one more time. Reach. And then draw it back in, right ear to right shoulder. All right, now we'll do the variations with your wrist. So the left arm goes out, the fingertips point down, the palm is away. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale, draw it back. And second time like that. Fingertips out, add that other arm if you like that sensation. And then bring it back. All right, and then last thing is taking our palm up and the fingertips up. We push away and tilt the head. And bring it back. And last time, push away, add the right arm if you like that. Taking the heart forward a little, reaching a little bit back with that right hand. And then exhale, bring it over. And we'll take an extra breath here, maybe letting that left hand gently draw the left shoulder away. And we come back and release. All right, the next thing we'll do is open up the shoulders. This can be done standing or seated, so it's just involving the shoulders. So up to you if you'd like to stand. So we'll start with the right shoulder, and we'll do it one shoulder at a time. Let's make a big circle with that right shoulder. So flow it forward and up, and then squeeze it back and down. So the front movement is an inhale, and it should feel very easy. But the back movement, squeeze it in and back, and that's a little bit more using the muscles. So float it up and squeeze it back and down. Float it up and squeeze it back and down. All right, now just pause and notice how your right shoulder feels compared to the left. Let's do the left. So again, float it forward and up, a little pause so you can really engage. Squeeze it back and then squeeze it down. And let's do that a few more times. Float it up, squeeze it back and down. 2 more times. Up. So we're just working out any tension that can hide in different parts of the body. And our shoulders are just famous for holding on to that. All right, and then shake out the left hand. So now let's alternate. So take your right shoulder up and back, and then your left shoulder up and back. And so now you can feel maybe a little twist in the torso. You can move your head. You can bend your elbows if you like. So just turn this into anything that feels right for your body and gives you the most movement. Lifting up out of the pelvis, lengthening through the waist, and just flowing those shoulders. Let's do one more. And then back. All right. Now we'll do something for the shoulders that's a little bit bigger. Take your right arm up. Then take your left arm. Then take your right arm back, maybe making a circle, and then take your left arm back. And now, so right, and then left, and then right back, and left back, and right, left, right back, and left back. Now we'll turn it into more of a twist. So take your right arm up, and then your left arm up. Now face the right and take that right arm back and bring it the whole way up. And then take the left arm back, face the left, big circle and up. Let's just keep twisting now. Turn to the right, big circle with the right arm. Turn to the left, big circle with the left arm. And one more time, big circle with the right and up. And big circle with the left and up. And then bring your arms down. We'll do a little bit of side to side now. So we want to move the spine in all the directions. We want to move forward and back, side to side, and twist and twist. Those are the 6 directions your spine can move. So I always want to get those all in. So we're going to start really simply, and then we'll make it bigger and add more things to it. All right. So your hands can start out on your lap, push down to get tall again and firm the belly. Those are always like sort of the cardinal instructions. So take an inhale here. And when you exhale this first time, just lean over to the right a little bit. And then inhale to center and let yourself just lean over, let the head and neck relax over to the left. Let's do that one more time. You can even pick up your one sit bone as you lean to the right. And then over to the left and pick up the other sit bone and come back. All right, now let your arms hang by your sides and we'll start to add the arm. So inhale in the center. When you exhale to the right, let your left arm come up just a little bit. And then bring it down, come back to center and over to the other side. And back to center. Let's do that again, but now maybe lift the arm up a little bit more. And back to center. Over to the left, lift that right arm up just a little bit more. Notice your abdominal muscles have to work now. And then as we go bigger, if at any point it's more than you are willing to or able to do today, then you have these progressive steps. So we'll lean it over to the right, and if you are able, you'll pick the hand up, maybe by your shoulder, and then push it down as you come back. Bring it up by the shoulder, push it down as you come back. Let's pick it up as we lean to the right, and maybe the elbow is still bent, but it's over the head, and the head is heavy. And then push it back down. And now the right arm comes up, elbow bent, lean over, and exhale and bring it back. All right, this time, on an inhale, maybe that left arm, can reach the whole way to the right. And then you can bend the elbow as you come back. Use the right arm comes over to the left and reaches. Soften the elbow. Come back. Now we'll add on a little bit. So reach to the right. And then drop that left hand to the right knee. Sit upright. And inhale the right arm up. And now take the right arm to the left. Inhale back to center. And release. Now we'll take the left arm up and over. I'm sorry, this is the right arm. Excuse me, I keep fixing. Right arm up and over to the left. Reaching. And then a little pivot as we bring that hand down to the left. Holding on there, or on the chair, or on the other leg, whatever feels available to you today. And then we'll lift the left arm up. When you exhale, use that exhale just to allow you to lean away from that left leg and lean to the right. And then bring it back. All right. Right arm comes up. And when you exhale, lean over and maybe towards the left foot. Any amount. Bring it back up and take it down. Left arm comes up. Take it to the right foot or anywhere along the right side, and then bring it up and take it down. Right arm comes up. Bring it over to the left. Now stay to the left and take your arms into a T. And then swing back to center and the arms come down. Left arm comes up. And we'll swing it over to the right. We're facing the right. And we'll inhale our arms out into a T to the right. And then swing them back to center and release. All right. Let's do a little something with the legs now. And let's take the right leg out. And then inhale both arms up. Getting long, a little pivot to the right. Hinge at the hips. Get long, 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 and come about halfway down and pause. Big breath. And then when you exhale, folding any amount down. Now let's do a little cat-cow here. So wherever your hands are, to be comfortable, and if your leg is extended and that feels like too much, you can bend the knee, or you can have your hands on your lap. But let's do a little cat-cow here. So on an inhale, look forward, draw your shoulders back, and take the heart forward. When you exhale, round your back and lower your head. Let's do that again. Inhale and look forward, round the back and exhale. And then take the arms out straight in front of you, like you're reaching, reaching, reaching. And then inhale them up and come on back. Take just a moment here and notice the right side of your body compared to the left. Take a deep breath and notice if the right ribs and the left ribs move equally, or maybe the right ribs have a little more ease in them and move out more. So this is about noticing all the subtle things to keep us present. Let's take the left leg out. And we'll try that again. So this is very good for the low back, taking it one side at a time. So you'll inhale your arms up and reach, reach, reach. Take a little moment and reach a little further. Exhale, let's come halfway forward and pause. So here you want to lengthen from your tailbone out to your fingertips, and then from your tailbone down to your left heel. When you exhale, soften the knee, or take the hands wherever they easily reach. Keep the spine long and just pause here. So you might feel a lot of feedback from your hamstring, and that's normal. And then we'll do a little cat-cow here. So we'll inhale and take the heart forward, draw the shoulders back. And exhale, drop the head and round. And so we're just giving our muscles here. Inhale and take it forward, a little back bend, giving them a chance to just shorten and lengthen little bits back and forth to help ease any residual tension. Last time, looking forward, arcing the back, and exhaling and releasing down. Inhale, both arms sweeping the whole way up to the ceiling. And then exhale and bring them down. All right. So in chair yoga, we want to work with our whole body. So we want to make sure we got the abs now. So we did the head, neck, the shoulders, and the arms, starting to work a little bit of the low body, but let's get the abs in here a little bit. All right. So we'll start really simply, and then we'll add on, and depending upon what your ability level is, you can follow with me, or you can stay in the position before, if that feels what's coming. Or you can invent anything you like as we go along. All right, so hands on your knees. On an inhale, just lean forward with a long spine. And then exhale, make sure you have room behind you. Just lean back. And let's try that just a few times. So lean forward, feel the low back lengthen. And then when you lean back, feel your abs turn on. Now we'll lean forward. But this time, when you lean back, try picking up one knee. And then lower the knee as you come forward and take a big inhale. And then lean back with an exhale and lift up the left knee. And let's try that again. So inhaling forward, leaning back, picking up the right knee, and leaning forward, leaning back, and picking up the right knee. All right. Now, let's see if we can add the arms. Let's reach out forward. And when we come back, lift the arms up and lift the right knee. And then hinge forward as you inhale. And exhale, lean back and lift up the right knee. Now, we've got the knees bent. And if you're able, a long leg is going to be more challenging. So maybe you can pick up that right knee any amount. Maybe it's just down here, wherever works for you. Reaching up and leg out. Leg comes down and you reach forward. And maybe left leg can come up and you reach up. And let's try that one more time. Reaching forward and up. And reaching forward. And left leg up. And then come on down. Let's take the hands and interlace them under the right thigh. And if you're not able to reach, you can use a strap, a towel, even a t-shirt. That's a good thing to hold on there. All right, so we're holding on to the thigh. Pick that leg up. So that'll be, won't use quite as much core work. If this is like, oh my gosh, I don't need to do that, then you don't need to use your legs, your arms, you can keep it up. But I'll demo with my hands under the thigh. Let's exhale and take that foot out, push it out. But now when you inhale, just let it go, just let it dangle. And then exhale, push it out. And inhale, completely release. So using all the muscles to push through the heel, draw the toes back. And then exhale and let it release. Now let's inhale and pull it up by our chest. And then you'll lean over and exhale, let it lightly touch the floor. Use the exhale really to come up and pull that knee up. And use the inhale to lower it down. Now let's combine those together. So we exhale, pull the knee up. And then take the leg out. Soften the knee. And then bring it down. Let's do that one more time. Pull that knee up as much as you can. Take the leg out. Soften the knee and bring it down. Now we'll take the right hand on that right knee. And so maybe draw circles on the floor, or if you're able to, you lift the knee and you'll draw circles from here. And then we'll reverse it. And then let's see how it feels. If you're able, hold on to that knee and take it out to the right. Reach with the left arm and look at your left thumb. So you're leaning away from that arm, from that knee, and just reaching, reaching, reaching. So whole body working together here. And then bring yourself back and take it down. Now notice right hip and right leg compared to left. And we'll do it on this side. So interlace or not under the left leg, left thigh, and pick that knee up. Drop your shoulders down. So you're using the weight of your leg to lift your spine and release your shoulders. Now, take that leg out. And then when you inhale, just drop the leg and let it dangle. And exhale like you're pushing on the brakes. Push, push, push. And inhale and release. One more time like this. Push. Pull the kneecap up. And exhale, bring it down. All right, take an inhale here. And then when you exhale, pull the knee up. And then when you inhale, slowly, almost like it's a feather, just let it touch a little bit. And then exhale and pull it up. Use your strength. And then inhale, super light, just let it down and touch. And then exhale, pull it up. And now we'll combine. So from here, we're going to push that leg out, release it, and let it lightly touch. And then we'll exhale, pull the knee in, take the leg out, let it dangle, and then lower down. One more time, pull it up. Push it out. Bend the knee. And lower down. All right. A little bit with your arms now. Well, actually, we have just a few minutes. Yes, let's do one thing with the arms and then we'll finish with the sun salutation. All right, let's bring both arms over to the right. Now we're going to make a big figure eight here. So take your both arms back and around and then swoop down to the left and up. So down to the right and swoop to the left. So big figure eight here. And now we're going to add the leg as an option. So when you're up at the left, when you come down to the right, pick the right knee up and then lower it when you go to the left. And right knee up when you come to the right and lower to the left. And one more time, pick it up and lower it down. This one, you might feel a little warmer doing this. It's a lot of work. So now we'll take the arms to the left side. We're going to take them back and around and then swoop down to the right. So now we'll do that back and forth a few times. Big figure eights. Let your hips rock. And now we'll add that left knee when we come down to the left. So when you're up at the right, pick your left knee up, come down and around, and then lower it. Up at the right, pick the left knee up, down and around, and last time, up and around and down. Take a big inhale and sigh it out. All right, take your feet a little wider than hip distance and we'll finish up. Arms by your sides. Take a big inhale and sweep the whole way out and up. Bring your hands to your heart as you exhale, but then take your hands the whole way down, fold over your lap. Let the back of your neck lengthen. Shake your head no and yes a few times, just lengthening that. On an inhale, come halfway up and take your arms out into a T like an airplane. Then exhale, take the left hand to the right foot, the right arm up. Pivot back to that airplane and other side, right hand to the left foot, up. Back to the T. Feel the low back working here. Hands to the lap. On an inhale, take a final cow. So draw the shoulder blades together, the heart forward and look up. Take a final cat, round the back. Drop the chin. Bring your spine back to neutral and a big sweep of the arms up. And hands to the heart with an exhale. Bring your hands to your lap, settle back in the chair. Close your eyes. And use your breath. Imagine you can breathe the whole way through your body. Every cell in your body is awake and receiving oxygen with that inhale. And when you exhale, every cell in your body gives up its carbon dioxide. So every cell in your body is rooting for you. It's doing nothing but working for you to keep you alive and vibrant. So breathing in, gifting every cell in your body with oxygen, and breathing out, letting go of any stagnant energy, any stale thoughts, any aches or pains, anything from the past or the future, just staying present here and now with this breath. One more time on an inhale, notice the expansion and the inflation, the lift of the inhale, the rejuvenation, and exhale, allow everything to let go, letting go. And hands in front of the heart if you feel comfortable with that. Lower your chin and take just a moment to express gratitude to your body, to your life. Honor yourself in this moment and send gratitude and honor and loving kindness out into the world as well. And always when we practice yoga, we pledge that the fruit of our labor benefits not only ourselves, but all those around us. From my heart to yours, namaste.